Recently, the UN was discussing changing the name of the monkeypox to something else. It's unclear what the name was going to be changed to or what was contemplated. What is clear, however, is that there are taxonomy problems, and when you have taxonomy problems, you can have all sorts of problems. In other words, this thing is not appropriately named, meaning it's not appropriately characterized, which means that it's not going to be appropriately addressed. In addition to problems with the name monkeypox, there are also concerns related to consistency in terms of global surveillance. So on the global level, you have this thing being understood as monkeypox. On the national level, however, there is a different level of surveillance going on. And so outside of America, the surveillance is for monkeypox. Inside of America, however, the surveillance is for not only monkeypox, but orthopox virus. Now, this is a larger collective than simply monkeypox because monkeypox fits under the umbrella of the orthopox viruses. And so this surveillance is larger than simply monkeypox. And what happens when you conflate data such as this, you're going to have inaccurate numbers. In many instances, you'll have an overestimation of what's going on if you call everything that is orthopox monkeypox. Along with researchers, the Smithsonian is indicating that this name monkeypox is a misnomer. There's a belief, not sure what it's based on, but there's a belief that this thing has been circulating for thousands of years, but this name monkeypox is mired in misconception. And so it indicates that monkeys and humans are just incidental hosts of the disease, and that the disease is primarily found in rodents. We're going to quickly look at a list of these orthopox viruses that are found in humans based upon this particular article, and this is from 2010. And so in this article, you have this chart. It indicates orthopox viruses up at the top. Then there's an indication for host and host specificity. If you look down on the left-hand side, you see monkeypox. You see across infections in humans, apes, monkeys, rodents, prairie dogs, etc. Spectrum of host broad. And then it specifically indicates the natural host is a rodent, very specifically a squirrel-like rodent. And so you have this thing being named monkeypox, just like cowpox is named cowpox, and it also has a natural host that's supposed to be a rodent. You have something that's being misnamed. You have something that's being misidentified, and then this creates confusion. Now, the explanation for why this was called monkeypox is that the symptoms were initially found in monkeys in the 50s. You see here that there's information about the 2003 United States outbreak of monkeypox that most people had no idea even occurred. It indicates that investigators determined that a shipment of animals from Ghana imported to Texas in April 2003 introduced monkeypox virus into the United States. The shipment contained approximately 800 small mammals representing 9 different species, including 6 types of rodents. These rodents included rope squirrels, tree squirrels, African giant pouched rats, brush-tailed porcupines, dormice, and striped mice. CDC laboratory testing showed that 2 African giant pouched rats, 9 dormice, and 3 rope squirrels were infected with monkeypox virus. After importation into the United States, some of the infected animals were housed near prairie dogs at the facilities of an Illinois animal vendor. These prairie dogs were sold as pets before they developed signs of infection. All people infected with monkeypox became ill after having contact with the infected pet prairie dogs. It's also interesting to note that there's a belief that the prairie dog is the actual natural host of this so-called monkeypox. And prairie dogs are indigenous to the Americas. And so while we're still dealing with a mammal, what we are talking about is not a monkey. We are talking about a rodent. And so this natural host for the monkeypox includes rats, mice, squirrels, hamsters, porcupines. Now, while you see these little prairie dogs upright, generally speaking, rodents run on all fours. And so it's very interesting and noteworthy that this is identified as something understood as orthopox. And also you see this category for natural host being squirrels. And so you have squirrels and you have chipmunks, you have flying squirrels, and you have different types of squirrels depending on what part of the world you're in. But you also have squirrels that, again, are indigenous to North America, our famous little gray squirrel. And it's important to point out that you don't only have people in Africa hunting squirrels for food or hunting certain rodents for food. You also have squirrels being hunted for food here in America. And so perhaps in terms of nomenclature, in terms of understanding what we are dealing with, it would be more appropriate to refer to this thing as murine pox versus monkey pox.